Hello everyone. I think spring is here. Okay, I'm gonna say I hope spring is here. Anyway, there are so many flowers outside and it means that we are out foraging. We are picking dandelions and nettles and lots of other things. Me and Leo just came back in. You can see I'm a little bit red in my face because I get a little bit sunburn. I didn't realize I had to put on some sunblock, but the sun was clearly a little bit warmer than I thought. Anyway, we've been having a good time and we're going to take care of those things today. So this is obviously the beginning and we're going to be picking a lot of things, and I'm going to do a lot of videos about that because a lot of people want to hear about what we do with it, which I think is fun. So we're filling up our stash for the winter starting now, and we're going to go all the way to fall. In the fall, of course, comes rose hips. We don't have rose hips yet, but I still have a lot of rose hips left. And I made some rosehip oil in the fall, which I do every year, a batch of that, or rosehip infused oil. Someone corrected me. So yes, infused rosehip oil. Anyway, today I'm actually going to use that oil and I'm going to make a rosehip skincare cream. You can use on your body, you can use on your face. So rose hips are just very beneficial, not only to eat, but also to use on your body because it is anti-inflammatory, it has vitamin C, and it actually helps with scarring, it helps with mature skin like mine. So there's a lot of different reasons, like really good benefits of actually using rosehip oil, and it's also so accessible to pick them because rosehips grows pretty much everywhere in the world. And you just have to make sure that they're not sprayed, of course. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that. And to do this, obviously, I'm going to have a jar that I'm going to put my cream into. I'm going to have shea butter. This I actually buy in bulk and I fill it up. And we're going to have some vitamin E oil because this also helps the skin. Just a few drops. I'm going to have my rosehip oil that I have left, and I'm also going to use almond oil. Now you can use jojoba oil, you can even use olive oil, you can use a lot of different oils, but these are what I happen to have around. And we're gonna, because the shea butter is solid, I'm gonna melt it on a double boiler. Now, these beautiful oils here, the rosehip and everything, they're very sensitive to heat. So obviously I'm gonna let the shea butter cool down before I add in the oil. So, but should we get going on it? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add about 14 grams of shea butter to a double boiler. You can melt it just in a regular pan too, but I like to use a double boiler to make sure that it doesn't burn. So we're gonna just do this very slowly, but it will melt pretty quickly. So. Okay, so the oil is now melted completely, and I'm gonna add in the vitamin E oil, and this is nice and thick as you can see, and the almond oil. Now I'm gonna say, if you want it to smell nice, or if you want to even add some extra benefits, you can always add some essential oils. There are many essential oils that are really good for your skin. I will put obviously the recipe as well as different oils, essential oils you can use in the description box. So anyway, here it is. We're just gonna now let it cool down because you do not want to add the rosehip oil to this. So the oil has now cooled down. I can feel it, you can't really see it in there. And I'm gonna now add 20 drops about, because it's a big hole here, of the rosehip oil. So let's do it. And again, you don't have to be like exact on this. And I'm gonna mix it, and that's kind of like done. So now I'm just going to add it to my jar, and I'm going to let this actually stiffen up, and I'm going to use it. Okay. Well, there you have it. So fast, so easy to make your own skincare project. And I just wanted to say that this year, actually, I have a goal of making way more of our own personal care products from things that I find in nature that are beneficial. But it is something about making your own skincare product. It is that I know what's in it. And that's really important to me because too many of these skincare products, they're not very zero waste because they come in plastic and stuff like that, but also they contain chemicals, and some of them these forever chemicals. And that's something that I'm trying to avoid. And if this was harder to make, I think that will be harder for me to justify it. But hang in there, because guys, I'm gonna do way more. I'm planning to make more skin products, things to even give away and stuff like that. We have the end of the year teachers gifts coming out, so that's gonna be a perfect one. All right, if you like this video, if it was helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and come back for more fabulous, eco-friendly, zero waste, budget-friendly gardening tips. Bye.